What's up, brothers and sisters? How you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and hopefully you guys enjoyed yesterday's video. I made it here to Mobile, Alabama yesterday. We actually have a yard here, and I came so I wouldn't have to fight you know, truck stops and all that stuff. So I just came here to the yard, which is probably about 3 or 4 miles away from was that 59, and so just get back on the road and we'll be good. But also another reason I came here is because we get cheap fuel here. It's usually about 20 cents cheaper than at the truck stops, so that's also a plus. And nobody to bother you. You go in here, you got, you know, a little lounge, and you got a shower and what have you. So all the little creature comforts, a little TV or something like that you can watch, whatever. But mainly I came here because of the fuel and just to park without a hassle. So without further ado, let's just get on the road. Hopefully we have a wonderful, safe day, no matter what you're doing, whether you're driving a truck or sitting at home or anything, out with the family. Make sure you guys be safe out there, take care of yourselves. So let's ride. All right. Well, I put a little Easter egg at the end of the last video. If you stuck to the end, you know what I was talking about. But I also put it at the beginning of this one, and that video was, of course, not me. Not I wouldn't be talking to you guys right now. Well, not driving. That video is of a good friend of mine. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's of a good friend of mine that rolled his truck over, unfortunately. Now let's talk about the two reasons that this happened. There's probably a lot of reasons, right? But the two main reasons, one is his opinion of the reason why, and the other one is the real reason, you know, the reason why, without confusing you guys. His opinion of why he rolled over like that was because, or his comment was, that he was very close to going past this, to where he had to take his 30-minute break. Okay, and he was running low on time. He was trying to get to a truck stop right before the 30-minute break was was up or due, so he wouldn't go in violation. All right. The second reason, which was what I gathered, is that he took the turn a little too fast, tried to beat the light, and that's why he rolled over. That's just my opinion. You guys can get your own, gather your own opinion on the video. I'll play it again one more time right here, and you can see how the light was yellow, and then he took the turn, and it didn't look like it was going fast, but for a semi, depending on what he was hauling, it could be too fast, especially like a tanker, like what I drive, or pull, or a container, which is what he pulled, what he was pulling, and it was one of those short containers that had product all the way up to the roof. I think it was tires. I think that's what he said. So you gotta think about that. You got a high load now. All right, so the reason he says that he that he did this was, to me, it's not really a valid reason, and it's not going to be in front of DOT or anybody else. And that's trying to get to a place to take his 30-minute break as he was running out of time. Because what the DOT is going to tell you is, and your company is, you should have planned your trip better, and you should have stopped prior to putting yourself in this predicament. Now, guys, those of you that are new, my old schoolers, I'm not talking to you guys, but those of you that are new, it doesn't matter if you're going to be over the drive time, as long as you make it there safely. Don't worry about getting a little slap on the wrist or a little slap on the hand because you went over your drive time to take your 30-minute break, or even on your 10-hour, to take your 10-hour break. Guys, be safe. Be safe about it. If you go over, you go over. Oh well, things happen. They happen to everybody, even to most of us old schoolers that care to admit that it has happened. I know there's some out there that are going to say that it's never happened. They're the best planners in the world, and I believe there are people like that. I'm not denying that. But me myself have plenty of issues, and that is one of my biggest issues. Is just I'm not a great planner. It's just the way I am. I've tried changing it, and I mean, I'm not terrible at it, but I don't plan 2-3 days ahead. And I know I might get some negative thoughts about that, but that's just the way I am, and it's not going to be changed. Just the way my brain works. I always plan for the day. I live for the day, plan for the day, because in the trucking industry and in anything that you're moving from one point A to point B, there's so many factors that can happen that planning 2-3 days in advance is very hard for me. I just plan for today. I know what today started with, but like I say, I don't know what the future is going to hold. So I don't plan that far ahead. But anyways, back to him. That's what they're going to tell him at the company. And matter of fact, he unfortunately he lost his job because of this incident. But guys, none of this, even if you did get a ticket, none of it is worth your life. Please understand that. None of that is worth your life. If you get a ticket, you pay the $200 ticket, whatever amount the ticket is, you live to see another day. You rush and take these turns too quick like this, you potentially die. Luckily, thank God, he didn't get hurt. He's a little bruised up, but not like no major. He didn't have to go to the hospital, nothing like that. But it could have been worse. It could have been worse, and somebody could have died with this. Somebody next to him that was turning, if it was a double turning lane, somebody next to him could have got the trailer landed on top of them and they died or got hurt. So it's not worth anybody's life, guys. It's really not. It doesn't matter what your company says and what they tell you and this and that. You got to look out for you. Now, should you, like I said, will I go back to the planning? Should you have planned better? Yes. So don't get yourself in those predicaments whenever you know that this is about to happen. Just get off, do your thing, 30-minute break, whatever break you're taking, and continue on. Don't get in a rush just to get these breaks taken care of. Because too many people will get hurt because they, in their mindset is, I'm getting in trouble, I need to stop, I need to get in here, and they end up killing themselves, killing somebody else, and it is not worth it. Because these companies, all they're going to do is hire another person to haul that load, and guess what? Your family's out of you. You're not here anymore, and they keep on moving on. They don't slow down. So look out for you guys. Take care of yourselves, please. Doesn't take much. We all fall into it. We all fall into it sometimes, and I catch myself on what did I do wrong and what I should have done to fix it. But if we take the measures to try to fix it, then we grow. But if we keep on making the same mistakes over and over again, then we're not growing. We're just stuck in a rut and we can't get out. So again, please be careful. Please take care of yourselves. Your wife, your mom, your kids do not want, or husband, sorry, do not want to get that phone call that you died because of in a car accident or in a truck accident. So just take your time, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, I mean, the second reason, of course, he took the turn way too fast, and he laid the truck over, and now he's without a job. I'd rather be without a job than be dead, though. Just saying. So, just a little bit of thought for you new drivers out there, and a little refresher for us that've been on the road a little longer, have a couple years under our belts. We get complacent and we don't. We trust what we do so much that we end up making a mistake. You know, it's like when I used to train drivers, I used to tell them this. I used to tell them, I said, that truck, you are the master of the truck. You are the master. Wherever you tell that truck to go, that trailer will go, and you will, you know, you're the one that's in control here, not the truck. I said, but with that being said, the minute that you get too comfortable with things, that truck can take your life in a second. It's just the way it is. So, not to discourage any of you new drivers out there, come out here, see your country, enjoy your country, because it's beautiful, and tell stories and make stories so you can tell your kids or your family. And people love listening to trucker stories. Those that are not truck drivers. Those that are, yes, we get bored of listening to the trucker stories sometimes, even though they're interesting. But we all have so many that, you know, it kind of messes with you. But for those that are not truck drivers, they like listening to our stories. And that's what this is about. It's about showing all of those people and giving them, you know, the knowledge to maybe taking the chance to coming out here and becoming a truck driver themselves, or just find a new respect for us that are out here, that we're not just out here to try to run people off the road, and that we're not just out here, it's not just a hunk of metal going down the road. There's actually a human. A little thing that I noticed yesterday is I was turning into a parking lot, and there was a little car coming out. Okay, and the young lady that was driving the car was so focused in the piece of metal that was coming that she never looked up and never looked at me. And I was looking at her the whole time, hoping that she would look up, and for me just to give her a little gesture, just, it's gonna be okay, you know, make her smile, calm down. But she was so focused in the front end of this truck, which I know it can be intimidating, that I was just a piece of metal. I was not the human behind the wheel. And if she would have just taken that chance to look up, maybe she would have got a little more at ease and, you know, calmed down, and it would have been a different interaction. But unfortunately, I couldn't get her, and I wasn't going to honk the horn at her to get her attention, because she was already on edge. So I didn't want to add to that. But it was interesting, you know. I was noticing that, and that's, unfortunately, sometimes that's how people look at us, as just the intimidating truck going down the road, and how bad it could be. So yeah, guys. All right, well, let's get some miles down. Hopefully we can get to Orangeburg. Now you notice we got this rain going on. Hopefully you guys are enjoying that view from up on top of the trailer up there. Well, right now you're just seeing nothing but trees. Here, pretty soon we'll be coming up to a bridge that's pretty cool. That's mainly the reason I put it up there, because other than that, there's nothing to see out here but trees, and more trees. But there's this beautiful bridge. I mean, I love the architecture of some of these bridges, and it's just a nice bridge that overlooks the river, and just thought you guys might want to peep that out. So yeah, let's enjoy the ride. Let's be safe, guys. Be safe. It's wet, slippery, nasty out there. slow down a little bit, and we're gonna all make it to our destinations safe. See y'all on the other end. Well, mission accomplished, guys. Made it to my delivery spot, dropped the trailer, and that was it. I didn't have to unload anything. I just showed up, dropped the trailer here in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Shout out to the guard, to the lady at the guard shack too. She was very, very, very nice. After a long drive, you run into another nice person like that, just makes your evening just great, and makes you feel like you done, like, you know, it was worthwhile coming over here. But yeah, just delivered here at this this place right here that we're about to pass up. It's called SI Group. I don't know what they make there, but nonetheless, it was a non-hazmat load. I've delivered it. And wait till tomorrow morning to see what the next assignment is for tomorrow. So we'll come down here to this. There's a little truck stop right down the road down here, and I'm gonna park there and then wait for morning to see what happens. There's this little restaurant right here. Now, some of y'all, if y'all are from this area, South Carolina, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of you guys might get a little grossed out, but there is a like a dish that's from this area. At least I know that, you know, I've been told it's from this area. Don't quote me on that, guys. Don't crucify me on that if I have it wrong. They have something called, for breakfast, for food, something called liver pudding. Now, some of y'all might make that face, liver pudding. Guys, believe me, it is good. And I know I'm not supposed to be eating that kind of stuff, but when I come to an area like this, where they have specific foods like that, I'm definitely going to go eat. So that's what I'm gonna have in the morning. Try to carry y'all in there without, you know, them getting too upset that I'm in there with a camera. But this place right here to the right, it's called the Cookery. But yeah, they have excellent food for breakfast. So I'm gonna sneak over here after the truck stop here and go get me some good old country breakfast from South Carolina. Good thing is I'm bottailing, and I can pretty much park wherever I pretty much feel like it. I don't know, should we park in a spot? No, we're not gonna park in a spot because that's just not cool. I'll park. I mean, this is not a busy place, but you know, there might be there's two spots there. I don't know. There might be enough spots where it doesn't really matter, because there really ain't a lot of people here anyways. There's another place there. Yeah, there's plenty of places. I'm gonna go ahead and grab me a spot then, because I don't see where else I could park without being in everybody's way. So just go around here real quick and give me a proper parking spot. Right here next to this Maverick truck. Flatbed. Alright. These Peterbilts, well, you can't make that. You can't, if I was in a Freightliner, I would have pulled right on into this spot. But these Peterbilts and these KWs, man, they ain't gonna turn like that. They ain't gonna do it, no matter what you say. All right, guys. Hold on. I'll put the camera right. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that video today. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride. Like I said, I'm just changing it up a little bit. Every once in a while, do things a little bit different. I want to give a shout out to a few of you guys that comment on my videos all the time. I want to give a shout out to Andrew. He's got a picture of a fox as his picture for his comments. Daniel Garcia, thank you, man. Appreciate you for all your comments all the time. James Greeny, sorry if I butcher your last name. I really apologize. Paul, man, I ain't even gonna try. I ain't gonna try to mess up your last name, man. It's Jojina. So Paul, you're from Paul from Australia. Appreciate your comments. Hopefully everything's doing great for you guys out there. Hopefully your family didn't get affected with the fires and stuff. My prayers out to you. Another one, 806 Driver. Go check out 806 Driver's channel. He's got a YouTube channel too. Show him love. He's starting off. He's got great edits. His editing is on point. His content is good. He's got a lot of good information. So go check out 806 Driver on YouTube. Go check out also my friend Gemini G7. Go check his content out. And see Big John. Who else we got on here that comments a lot? Ray del Sol comments a lot all the time too. Who else we got on here that that supports the channel quite a bit? If I missed you, I'll get y'all on the next one. But there is those few that comment on here a lot, and I really appreciate you guys for your support and for all your comments. I take every comment in, you know, the ones that I can read, the ones that I actually read, that I have a chance to read. Let's put it that way. I really appreciate that, and I take every comment to heart, and I love just reading all your stuff. My internet kind of sucks right here right now, so I can't really see any more names. But anyways, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for joining the family. Really, I was going to say joining the channel, but thank you for joining the family of course, Trucker's Life. Maybe one day I'll have t-shirts for sale, maybe some baseball caps. I've been looking into that, but I still haven't gotten anything down solid on that. But yeah, I'm here in South Carolina. I'm done with the load, and I'm gonna edit this video and go to bed. So guys, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Help me out. It helps me out tremendously if you do that for me. And even if you don't subscribe, hit that like button. Doesn't take long just to go over there and like. Or if you don't like it, well, I guess the thumbs down, right? But anyways, don't forget to be kind to one another. Don't forget to help anybody that needs help. Help them out, because if you can do it, why not? Just do it. Anybody contemplating suicide, please don't do it. We love you. 1-800 number is 1-800-273-8255. Get help. Get help if you really need it. Get the help. because we do care for you. That being said, guys, see you guys on the next video. Peace, and I'm out of here.